Now, so State of Origin, it started in 1980, and it was like a bit of a new concept. So there's been, and correct me if I'm wrong, Boz. So, but there were state representative games in the past. So Queensland and New South Wales being the two sort of main states that play the sport, and they would play each other, the rep players. But before 1980, it was by the club, by where their club is located, that they would represent that state. And then I don't know what really triggered it, but they decided to change the concept to make it that it is your state of origin, as the name suggests, where you're from, rather than where the club that you're playing for is currently situated in. So that brought a lot of because like New South Wales had all the clubs and all the money, so they would have really strong teams that just belt Queensland year after year, and
Arthur Beetson.
these Queensland players are not able to represent their state. Yeah, go from there.
Yeah, that's right. That's 100% correct. And there was like this inaugural player, obviously, Arthur Beetson, who's obviously since passed, but he was like this, like God mode, like forward, like just like the OG Sonny Bill Williams, I guess. And then like he would like throw like long balls and stuff as a forward and whatever. And he played for Sydney Roosters. He's like a Sydney Roosters legend, but he was a Queenslander. And then that was like the first game, and then like he captained it out, and yeah, like historic moment and all that, and
Yeah,
Queensland won, and then that's how Origin was born. But yes, that's exactly the concept. It's like if you're
yeah.
from, so yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah,
and just
gone.
on that, so that first Origin game, and Arthur Beeson, he's like in the twilight years of his career, and he gets to like after all that illustrious career that he had, he gets to captain this first ever Queensland State of Origin team, and he goes out onto the field and like first hit up, he's like swinging his arm at his Roosters teammate, and then like there's like a biffo and punch on, and just like that instant kind of rivalry and animosity begins, and then what, how many years, almost 45 years down the line, and it's still going on, and it's absolutely the best sporting product that I've ever seen.
It's the one sport, it's the one concept, I believe, where the players, I mean, I know there's money involved, but it's nothing compared to their club contract or whatever, right? And it used to be even less. But it's the one sport where really it's just playing for where you come from. Like it's for representing, your state and your like your state of origin, the area you came from, where you played your junior footy. That's who you're representing. Like, so I think it's like the one sport where like they're almost playing for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was just explaining the concept to my girlfriend earlier, and the way maybe Koreans can relate to this, but if like Gyeongsangdo and Jeollado and Buzz, I don't know if you
Yes.
know, like there's two states that,
Fuck, I know. I
yeah,
know they fucking hate each other. Yeah, it's basically that.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then if
yeah.
you got rep players in baseball, and they played three times a year to decide who's going to take the shield, and you kind of play in one state and the other type of thing, like the crowd gets crazy. Yeah, that's basically, and the other one, obvious one again for Koreans, is the Haniljeon, Korea playing Japan in.
Korea versus Japan. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And which is weird, like if you think about it, there's two neighboring Australian states. There's like nothing to hate, or like there's nothing in it, but there is for some weird reason, like which is pretty cool. So, yeah. So for me, again, I think the rivalry, the biffo, which is like the punch-ons, and then just how close these two teams competed over the years. So again, we'll talk about it later in terms of how the different eras have developed, but it was like uncanny close for a very long time, which was really cool.